welcome back to the channel, guys. So I'm going to do two videos actually. I'm going to do the first one over this SIG MSR Tango. It's a 5x30 by 56 millimeter first focal plane scope from SIG. It's a 34 millimeter main tube, 56 millimeter objective. It comes with their one-piece aluminum mount. When my buddy Peyton over at Emerald T Armor, he got this rifle in. It's a SIG Cross, and he ordered the matching SIG scope for it and said, hey man, come pick it up. You can shoot it, do a review on it, do whatever you want. So I was like, okay, let's check it out. So I hadn't seen anything on these Tango MSRs, and when you hear 5x30 power, you're like, okay, like, it's gonna be a usable 20 power maybe. I was actually really impressed by this. I zeroed this and shot it, and I shot it. It's actually still at 30 power. I shot two 5-shot groups with it at 30 power, and it was clear. And the 30 power was actually fully usable. I was actually really surprised with that. Shot at 100 yards only so far, and the 30 power is actually really usable. It's first focal plane. It comes with a little screw-in throw lever, which is nice. The reticle is, this scope's an MOA. I hate MOA. I'm a mill guy. So the reticle is not a Christmas tree style reticle. It's just a, basically just like, kind of like the TMR reticle from Loophole. So, but in MOA, and you have it, to me, it's a little thick. The lines are a little thick, a little too dark for me. And with it being MOA, the amount of hash marks in it, I don't know. I'd have to see the mill version, but this reticle, I'm not a huge fan of initially. And then when I got it out, it's got a nice center aiming point. It'll get the job done. I've been shooting a lot of the Arkin VPR reticles, the Christmas tree styles, and I really like that. I like, especially shooting out far, I like being able to have multiple hold off points to where I have a solid hold point instead of like floating off into the void. So the reticle was initially trying to, get used to that. It was a little bit different, but the center aiming point was really nice. I hate a straight across crosshair, or I hate an open gap. Like I want a center aiming point. It's got capped windage turrets, which I really prefer, especially on something like this on a hunting rifle where you're not going to be adjusting the wind. You're going to be holding wind more than likely on a quick shot. It's got locking turrets. It has pretty good audible clicks. The zero stop system in it, there's a little collar underneath it. You unscrew 3 set screws, you rotate it, you lock it in, and it's got a hard zero stop. Unlike the like some of the Vortex products that have the collar on there, and you have some slop in it where you go a couple clicks past. I like this. I'm a huge fan of the Arkin Zero Stop. It's easy. Loosen up that brass set screw, run it down, back it off just a hair, lock it down, and you're good to go. This one was pretty simple. The locking turrets come down. There's a little bit of, if you have a little bit of tension in them, it won't come down. But if it's set, back right on the number, it'll go down easy. But if you're doing it and you're putting any tension on it when you try to go back down, it won't go down as smooth. The mount, it's cool that it came with a mount. It's just one less thing you have to worry about. And this one piece mount is pretty good. I've had no issues with it. Illumination, great. I mean, I like that you have intervals in between each one, so you don't have to run it all the way through to where you want. The parallax knob, from what I've messed with it yesterday, seems to be pretty spot on. It's still new, so it's a little stiff, but it's still, you're not going to be gritting your teeth to try to turn it, which some optics you have to deal with that. But yeah, the parallax knob's relatively good. I didn't do any of the line testing or anything like that, like as far as to see the clarity of the glass and all that. I'm not messing with that. The average person doesn't mess with that, and they don't even care about that. I did run a box test, and the box, it tracks. It tracks great. It tracks great. Like I said, the zero stop, you have a hard zero stop. You don't have to worry about losing in revolutions. It's got plenty of adjustment. The glass is great. It's on the heavy side, but it's also a 5x30 optic. I mean, is it ideal for a cross? It's probably too much scope for a cross. And I don't use the word too much scope, the phrase too much scope very often, because I love magnification. But for a cross, that if you want like a lighter weight hunting rifle, one of SIG's probably, I think they have I'm not exactly sure, but I know they have a more compact, I think it's like an 18 power scope, would be a great option on this. You wouldn't want to be, I mean, it's not outrageously heavy, but you wouldn't want to be packing it all day with this combo. But like I said, the scope itself is what we're focusing on this video. It's great packaging. Comes with all the tools you need. Of course, comes with a sticker, which you know how all us gun people are. The first thing you open the box, you look for that sticker and see what kind of cool sticker it came with. So, just a quick little review. I haven't seen much on the Tango MSR 5x30x56 on YouTube. Also comes with the scope caps. Pretty good scope caps. It comes with a lot of features that it's set up ready to go out of the box. Scope caps, base, your mount, so that it's just a really good option straight out of the box. I want to test it out at some longer ranges and see how it does. Make sure the tracking's good out to distance, everything like that. Which, if it does a box test, it's good. But I'd like to see what it performs and how I like that reticle as far as calling misses and seeing what this scope does out of distance. At 100 yards so far, it's been a beast. If you watch the review I'm going to do on this, or I put out a short already on how this rifle performed, and this combo was amazing in 6.5 Creedmoor. It shoots. So, yeah, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and I'll make a follow-up additional video or answer anything you need. But for the price point, I think this comes in around $700, $800 maybe. It's a great option. They got great warranty, great features, great coating. Everything is really, really nice on it. And if you're looking, if you have a SIG rifle and you want a matching SIG scope for it, this is good quality. It's worth the money. Long gone are the days of you have to spend $2,000-$3,000 on a high-end scope. I mean, there's a time and a place for that. If you have the money, by all means do it, but you don't have to spend that kind of money on an optic anymore to get out to those distances that you used to have a custom rifle and a high-end scope to do. You just don't have to do that anymore. So for the money, for this price point, it's really good scope. I was actually really surprised about that 30 power being completely usable. You know how it goes. All the scopes in this price point are lower. 30 power, it's just there. You're not using it clearly, and this actually really surprised me. So if you're interested in this scope, or you want more video, I know this isn't really a great review. I haven't really done scope reviews before, so probably missing some information. But if you have any questions, just ask and I'll figure it out, or I'll test it out on the scope and see, try to get you an accurate response, in my opinion. So like I always say, shop local. If you're in this area, or, he can ship, check out Emerald Armory. Peyton over there is amazing. He's providing this stuff for me to do this content on, and I can't thank him enough for that. I mean, it's not very often you meet a person that says, hey, come pick up, these 6 crosses are about $1,800, plus the costless optic. It's not every day you meet somebody that's just like, hey, come pick this up, try it out, tell me what you think about it. That way I can give honest feedback to his customers, and just really good guy. So I'm sure if you're not in this area and you have a local shop, stick to that. Cabela's and Bass Pro, they're going to be fine. They're going to meet their bottom line every year, but shopping local is what helps your community. Like I said in one of my other videos, donate. Those people are donating to local teams. Those people are helping in local raffles, charities. They're willing to maybe take off a little bit more to help you out. You develop a personal relationship with these guys, and the bottom line isn't always what matters with them. So try to shop local whenever you can. Reach out to them over at Emerald Armory. If you have any questions, leave it. I know this wasn't the greatest review because although I've shot all different types of scopes and I have my feelings on them, I don't know what maybe the consumer wants to hear from me, or what questions you have. So leave those down below in the comments. Like and subscribe, and try to put out content. And I've got some cool stuff lined up that just gonna should be pretty cool content. So I've got some cool rifles lined up back to back, and should make for some good content. All of them have quality optics on there, so I'll probably do a review on those optics and get a little bit better with this. But if you're watching this and you have a question, just ask. But overall, first impressions of this Tango, taking out and shooting it, it's worth the money. It's really nice. I was really impressed with it, and look forward to taking it out a little bit longer. And as always, thank y'all for watching. I've got a little bit of traction on some of my other videos, some comments, questions, and stuff like that, and it's been awesome. Really thankful. I'm retired military, so I have a lot of free time on my hands, so this is something that I can do to keep my mind occupied, and then hopefully help out some people along the way. And if one person gets help from me taking a couple minutes out of my day to do something I enjoy doing anyways, then it's worth it to me. So thanks, and y'all have a great day, and hopefully catch you on the next video. Once I stop this recording, I'm actually going to start another one and go ahead and do the review on this SIG Cross, and then I'll have these videos up later on today. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.